Hi Cancer, welcome to Peaceful Oracle. Thank you for tuning into your August monthly tarot and oracle card readings. For those of you who are interested in a private reading or need some extra guidance, there is a link below to my Etsy shop where you can sign up for a private reading. It's not a live reading, it's pre-recorded and that just gets sent to your inbox. So that's there for you. Don't forget to also follow us on Instagram at Peaceful Oracle. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into your reading here. Some of the energies that I was picking up on for you, Cancer, was I think that this month might be a month for retreat. And it might be a month for kind of really wanting to spend just time at home, kind of wanting to go within. I did see some of you maybe taking some time off from work. So maybe just like, maybe not a complete, taking yourself off the schedule, but you might find yourself wanting to take a couple extra days just to rest, relax. I did see that a lot of you might want to, spend more time at home with family, with your children, with, people that you really love and people that really care for you and you really care for as well. And for those of you, you might be kind of having some new ideas in terms of business and in terms of your like wanting to kind of either change careers, or you could also be having some new ideas in kind of going a different path or just shifting how you're doing things at work. And I really like the Ace of Pentacles here because that is a very auspicious card. That is a very, it's a card of good luck. So that's a wonderful thing to have. So if you've been kind of wondering about, I'm kind of thinking about changing careers or kind of changing something within the job that I'm doing, then this is a really good card for that. I really like that. I'm also seeing that maybe some of you have been a bit unhappy in the way things have been going, maybe financially for you in career or in work. I think some of you may be kind of feeling, I'm hearing that some of you, that's maybe the return of how much work you're putting in is not matching up. So some of you may be feeling the need to kind of go off and kind of look for something that missing piece. There may be something that's missing that you're feeling like, you're not entirely fulfilled. Like it's not complete. It's not total unhappiness or anything. I'm just sensing that there's like something missing that you're looking for. And it does seem like something in the work sphere. Queen of Cups, I see that that's you. This month, but this isn't your past position. So, Cancers tend to be very caring and nurturing and warm, and you guys are water signs. So it's and I love that you can kind of look. It looks like there's a crab hands coming out of the cup. So I really feel like there could be a career or a field that is very much in your element. Like, maybe some of you are healers. I'm just picked that up just now that, that there's some of you that might be healers. And we also have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords here. So I do kind of feel like there is some kind of worry or something in terms of work or something that you create that you're worried about, something that might have caused a lot of stress. I want to look deeper into that because that one's very interesting with the Queen of Wands and Nine of Swords. Some of you could also be kind of, I'm hearing that this could be someone else as well, the Queen of Wands. So maybe some of you have a Queen of Wands in your life, maybe like a mother figure that you're worried about. Queen of Wands are usually very, they're very creative and they are very inventive. Like they're good with kind of knowing where their talents and skills lie and putting themselves out there and being very kind of like I just see kind of like sunshine whenever I think of Queen of Wands. Like they're very open and bubbly, and they have kind of like that energy to them. So maybe there's a person in your life that has those characteristics that you could have been worried about. This is something where these are in your past cards. So the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands and Nine of Swords is an energy that you're coming from in the month of August. So maybe that's a space you've kind of been in. Maybe some of you, I'm hearing that maybe some of you have been taking care of like a loved one. Okay, what do we have coming up in the future for Cancer in August 2021? Yeah, I think that's why maybe there's been a lot of energy expended on other people this month, or there is a need to kind of retreat your energy and spend that energy on people that are kind of closest to you, because maybe a lot of energy has been going out to others that are outside of your inner circle. So maybe for some of you, if you're healers, you have a lot of clients, that kind of thing. And then so this month you may just kind of want to dial back on the schedule, and you're wanting to stay home and maybe spend some of that energy that you would normally spend on a client with, like, someone that really needs it in your home and your family, something like that. I am seeing that. Okay, what do we have coming up for Cancer in the month of August? Oh, Temperance. Yeah. So balancing out, I think there's a need for balance here. Maybe some of you have been putting too much energy or work, too much energy on work. And maybe not resting enough, not rejuvenating enough. So Temperance card is all about balance and learning how to balance. I am seeing that some of you, it's like you're worried that if you don't work, that you're going to be left out in the cold. So there could be this worrying about, feeling like there's not enough for you, or you're not going to be provided for. You won't be survived if you don't, work hard enough, that kind of thing. So I think that this month is going to ask you to relax and to kind of balance out your emotions, because it could be causing like a little bit of this Nine of Swords where you're just feeling very mentally conflicted and very kind of a little bit, it's taking a toll on you in terms of your mental space, worrying. I am seeing nature, so kind of retreating in nature, taking walks in the park, or, going somewhere where there's a lot of nature around you to kind of help you balance and retreat and heal. There's a lot of retreat energy here. Wow. It kind of really feels like you might be at a little bit of a crossroads. I think that this year in itself has been a bit of a hitting up against it, like a crossroads, like you're needing to make a lot of choices and decisions. And I think that you've kind of reached that. Some of you might have reached that space that place in your life where you've finished this leg of the journey, and now you're kind of trying to choose, where do I go from here? I'm really seeing you kind of like with the seven of Wands here in your environmental sphere. I'm seeing you kind of like put up some boundaries, or starting to wean off, or starting to kind of dial back on something. And this could also be with friendships. I'm hearing like it could also be with relationships with others. So if that's kind of the overarching theme for you right now, for the Seven of Wands, it could be that you're starting to change your social circles. Maybe some of you are seeing that you're losing some friends that you're just not resonating with anymore. And there's a shift there. Wow. When I said that, all these cards just flew out. Oh my goodness. Let me just pick up those cards real quick. Hold on just a second. A lock fell out. Okay, so yeah, I think that maybe for some of you that, that social circle is really changing. And I think people are starting to notice like, oh, we don't see Cancer that much anymore. What's going on with him or her? So I think that there's a lot of changes coming up for you. And I'm actually going to put this one with the Seven of Wands, because since I feel like my energy was there. on the Seven of Wands. And it's really interesting that the Seven of Swords came up to clarify that card, because I think that maybe for some of you, there have been some people in your life that are not entirely totally truthful. So I think the Seven of Swords sometimes has this manipulative energy, or people who aren't entirely honest. So I think that, you're setting your boundaries. You are strategizing on how you want to deal with this situation. I really feel like this is in friendship. So I feel like some friendships are changing and your social circles are changing with someone. It could also be with like with a partner. Maybe some of you are kind of starting to see that certain people in your life are not who they say they are, and you're wanting to phase that out. Okay, hopes, dreams, and desires. Okay, so yeah. Oh, I love this. Okay, so in your hopes, dreams, and desires, we have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So yeah, so there's this need or want to kind of have that as financial stability. King of Pentacles is being able to create enough abundance for yourself where you don't have to worry about money. So you kind of have lifelong, it's like this lifelong prosperity where you have enough to like for your children's children, and it's creating your castle. It's about creating your abundance, your wealth, and being able to live off of that and not having to worry about any of that. And I think maybe part of that is what you're worried about. Some of you could be worried about that. Four of Swords is, again, need for retreat, need for rest, need for a break. So I think that's going to be really important for you this month in August. I think that there's a lot that's on your mind. I think there could be a lot that you're worried about, especially in terms of money. I'm not seeing really relationships so much. Like, I'm not really seeing love being at the forefront of your focus at the moment. But I am seeing that, let me say that a different way, actually, because I feel like I need to correct myself where I said that. I think that for those of you who are focused on love, this could be something where you're focused on making sure that you have a partner that you can create this permanent wealth with. So I feel like for those of you who are looking for someone, there could be this need, like your focus is a need for having like this equal balance in your partnerships with another person. And also in terms of finances. So that's the focus. I feel like, and for those of you who are worried about in terms of career or money, career and finances in your job, you want to be able to have a solid place where you can, or a solid line of work where you feel like you're not, it's a balance. So the work that you're putting in is the money that you're getting back. And it kind of feels like you're not, it doesn't feel like you're, that's what's happening for you, because we have the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of essentially loss, feeling like left out in the cold, feeling like you don't have enough, or you're feeling drained. And then Eight of Cups is kind of in search of the missing piece, or what's kind of missing for you. And then in the final outcomes, we have the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. because that's emotional fulfillment and being able to reach that, those goals that you're wanting. I think that this month is going to be very important for you to rest, retreat, relax, because I think that the stress could be kind of taking a toll on you a bit. So I think in this month of August, you are going to be focusing on resting and relaxing, and you'll kind of have this goal of creating this stability for yourself. But sometimes if we're kind of like hit up against a wall and we can't really see the way out, it's like, I see you kind of just taking a break from it and not kind of like getting things off your mind for a while and then coming back to it when things feel a little bit easier to manage. So I feel like this month is going to be about rest for you. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is, kind of looking at what you've already acquired for yourself up until now. So what you have built for yourself up until now. So maybe some of you are looking at your finances, you're looking at what you have saved, and you're kind of seeing, okay, well, where do I want to put this? How do I want to hold on to it? Do I want to invest it? Do I want to, what do I want to do with this? I do see that some of you might be investing. Some of you might be also buying a new home as well. Some of you might be moving to a different place where you feel like, so I heard this. Some of you may be moving to a place where it's a lower cost of living. So maybe where you're living right now is just too expensive to afford. So you're kind of making that move into a place. And and then as soon as I said that, I kind of got drawn to the Five of Pentacles and Eight of Cups here. So kind of like something's being drained, financially draining you, and it's not serving you anymore. So, it's not worth it to you. So I'm kind of seeing that you're making it could be a physical move. So some of you could be physically moving to a place where it's much more affordable. And so you can live comfortably, and it feels like a balanced, you can rebalance the scales there for yourself. Okay, let's see. Clarifying card for Five of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Fortune's wheel. So movement. I really strongly seeing some of you are moving. So some of you could be moving physically to a different location. And some of you could also just be kind of maneuvering out of an old, a different work, a different job, and going into a work that is more fulfilling for you. I think some of you could also be it could have also been a line of work that's become stale, like it once really felt like it was something that you really love to do. And lately you just haven't been feeling it. It just kind of feels like it's that stage of your life or doing that specific line of work might be over. So you're kind of debating, or, you're kind of feeling this push or this shift into moving into something else. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles. Verifying card for Ace of Pentacles. Three of Earth. Wow. Okay. So with the Ace of Pentacles and the three clarified with Three of Earth, I really feel like if some of you are doing something new, which is a very auspicious card. I really love Ace of Pentacles comes up whenever someone is kind of focusing on their career or business, because it's a card of good luck. It's a card of, it's like the green light. Yes, you're kind of on the right path. And clarified with the Three of Earth is recognition. It's being noticed, and feeling like your hard work is being noticed, and being rewarded and acknowledged for it. So for those of you who are kind of putting something out there in terms of a new work, new job, new product, you may find that people are responding really well. You may find that you have investors, or you have someone taking notice of your work in whatever, sphere that you're doing. I also actually saw that for some of you, if you have been wanting to attract somebody, like a love interest, that, you could be noticed this month, and maybe some of you kind of have been working on yourselves, like kind of getting in shape or eating healthy, or kind of, cleaning up your, trying to create a certain amount of abundance for yourself so you can kind of, really build your life together with another person. So I kind of feel like there's that vibe there as well with the Three of Earth, that you could be kind of attracting someone that's of equal, like mind, that kind of, like it feels kind of like a good match. So for those of you who are looking, you may find that there's some good options out there this month. Wow, Ten of Fire. Yeah, Queen of Cups, Ten of Fire. There does seem some energy that you're coming from that felt like a very heavy burden, because Ten of Fire is Ten of Wands, but then we also have the Nine of Swords down here with the Queen of Wands. I kind of feel like these are kind of related. So there could be like a mother figure or a strong female figure in your life that might have caused you to carry a very heavy weight or very heavy burden, and something that has caused you quite a bit of distress. And I do feel like some of you are wanting to move away from that energy. I feel like it's a mother figure. Clarifying card for Queen of Wands and Nine of Swords, please. Wow. Yeah, the Tower card. Okay, so yeah, there was some energy, heavy energy that you're coming from, Cancer, that feels like there was something that just kind of really took a toll on you. But I like that these cards are kind of in your past positions, because it kind of feels like that's the energy you're coming from. And I think that makes sense why this month there might be a need for some rest and rejuvenation, and just like kind of like a rebalancing with the Temperance card. I think that there's a need for some healing to kind of reset your energy and rebalance your energy, because we actually have some beautiful things coming up for you. And I think that that, and I think that that you're going to want to just take this time to recalibrate. Clarifying card for Temperance. Five of Air. Yeah. So kind of staying away from conflict, staying away from drama. Maybe for some of you, there's a lot of drama around you, around friendships or family, or we did have the Seven of Swords here. So needing to set your boundaries with something. It kind of seems like the people around you may be causing a bit of chaos. So I think for some of you, there's this need to kind of detach yourself from that and kind of just go where there's no drama. Okay, in your present emotions, we have the World card and the Two of Swords. So I see you kind of protecting this, I'm seeing that for some of you, you may not be showing like this, all of who you are to certain people because you don't trust them. So you're being very careful with who you kind of allow yourself to be vulnerable around. The World card is a very, very, it's an amazing card, actually. It's like kind of achieving, it's like these big life goals, achievement, it's kind of like coming to that, almost like that final stage of the Fool's journey is the World card. And it's about being very in tune, in touch with yourself, and in like really coming out of this big journey. And you're kind of at that end gate where like it's like you're polished and you're ready to like look at where I am and look at who I am now. And I think that you're in this place of like, I am almost like transcended or awakened into a certain level. And I think that might cause you to, because you're different now, or not different, but just more of you, and less of the ego and less of all the other stuff, conditioning, that I think that you may be kind of, well, how do I navigate this embodiment of who I've really become? So some of you, it could be that, you've really worked on yourself and you're changed as a person. And now it's kind of about making decisions about who you want to be around and what work you want to do, or where you want to live, or what kind of love you want to attract. I think it changes everything, right? Like when you're a different person, it changes everything that else is around you and what you're attracted to. So I think that that's kind of where you are right now. You're trying to balance and make choices and decisions. And I think that you really need some space to figure that out and kind of go to the drawing board and figure out like, where you want to go from here. So you're at a crossroads there. Okay, clarifying card for the Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords. I really feel like here you're just setting your boundaries with some, people that don't deserve you, pretty much. What do we need to know about the Seven of Wands? Wow, beautiful. Okay, so use the Sun card as confirmation. Don't feel guilty about it. If you're feeling guilty about it, that is, you're doing the right thing. There are some people that just don't deserve your energy. They don't. Because I am kind of sensing that there are just some people that just take. Like that's all they're interested in is taking. And I'm hearing that some of you feel like that in your work, that it's just, they just take and take and take, and I don't really get anything back from this. So you may be feeling really drained. So I think that it's a good, what your kind of your line of thought or the setting of boundaries will be very helpful for you, and it'll be good for you. And I really feel like it will kind of replenish your energy. It will help you to kind of, because you're not going to be drained anymore. Like once you set those boundaries and you don't allow people to, or whatever situation, to kind of take from you without giving back, you're not going to be drained as much. And so you'll kind of find that your energy is kind of coming back to you. Okay, clarifying card for King of Pentacles and Four of Swords. Six of Fire. Wow. Okay, so some of you might be an influencer. Six of Fire is always an influencer card for me. It's also victory. It's a card of victory. So I think that for some of you, you may be just working too hard. I feel like some of you are working too hard. You are, really trying to build something for yourself because that's your goal and your dream. You want to make sure that you're taken care of and you're provided for and you have that security and stability. But I think that's also really important to make sure that you rest and you rejuvenate there. Wow. Yeah. Okay. And then you have the 10 of Cups clarified with the 9 of Wands. And that's, that's emotional and financial security. So I really do feel like you're going to be fine. I feel like you will have that security. I feel like these are really auspicious cards. I want to pull one more actually. And I see you kind of putting out that wish, or that holding on to like this faith that, this is what I want for myself and I hope I get it. And I do see fulfillment. Yeah, celebration and 2 of Earth. Yeah, so some of you might be needing to move as well, celebrating. This is 3 of Water is always celebration. And I kind of feel like this is maybe kind of coming together with some close friends or family members to help kind of like replenish you. And 2 of Earth also is kind of juggling between 2 jobs. It could be you're making a decision between 2 jobs. So you're kind of wanting to make sure you make the right choice. And a lot of times 2 of Earth can also be indicative of travel. So, something may require you to travel. And I did see travel earlier for you wanting to move to a place that's more affordable. So I think that's going to be something that's on your mind this month. And Ace of Fire, which is great. It's like a return of an initial spark, new ideas, creativity, kind of feeling like that fire come back. I think that there's something that has been draining you. And now in August, you are kind of taking those steps to kind of cut it out, cut out whatever is draining you, and finding some time to rest, relax, rejuvenate, spend time with people that you love and love you back. So it's going to be replenishing for you, so you can go forward maybe in this new stage in your life to kind of really have it match better with what you're wanting. And I kind of feel like this is just about you kind of moving the chess pieces around to, create the life that you want. Okay, let's pick out a guidance card here. I don't see this being, and it's not a really active month. I don't see a lot going on. I think that it's more of kind of just needing to rejuvenate, really. And staying away from the drama. I think there's this strong desire, whatever drama is going on around you, it's almost like you're not needed to be a part of it. So just kind of, see if you can detach yourself from it. I really like the way the 5 of Air is interpreted in this card, because it's like she's like balancing on that high wire, and And I always see that as like she's just kind of really in her own, she's like in self-control to the point where like she doesn't get swayed by all of these like birds that are flying around her and trying to knock her off balance. So for some of you, if you find that there's like all these like elements around you that are trying to knock you off your balance, I'm seeing that it's going to be really important for you to, this is all about balance here, so that's going to be really important. Temperance is also balance. So that's going to be your focus this month, is rebalancing yourself and making sure that there aren't people in your life that you don't keep them around for too long, or you keep, at least set your boundaries with them. If you can't, it's not so easy to just kick people out of our lives, but it's like set your boundaries with them and make sure that, they don't come in and do that to the best of your ability. Sometimes that's not even in our control. But I really like this month for you. I think that this month is just going to give you an opportunity and a chance to rest. And I think that will invigorate you, which is good, because I like that Ace of Fire here, and you have the 10 of Cups here. You had some really good cards in your final outcome, and in your, the bottom of the deck, the overarching theme, and you have the Ace of Pentacles, which I really, really love. And yeah, there's some really good cards. I think that you're kind of at a crossroads right now. So there's kind of things leaving and then other things coming in. So you're trying to balance that shift. Okay, guidance card for Cancer for the month of August 2021. Empowerment. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so staying true to yourself, staying true to what you know, not being swayed by other people's opinions is what I heard. I feel like you're also not going to spend too much time with people who don't make you feel good. I feel like you don't have the patience for it this month. Like you just don't have the energy for it. You don't have the energy to put up with it. So this is going to be a month about you. You're going to make this month about you. You're going to make it about replenishing yourself and healing yourself, maybe getting a massage, going out in nature, that kind of thing. Okay, what is Cancer's challenge card of August 2021? What is Cancer's challenge card? Abundance. Yeah. And I'm just kind of feeling like there's a worry about it. The abundance is in your challenge position. So it's kind of like worrying about, will I get what I'm wanting? Because there might be kind of like this hopelessness, or, why is it that I can't really seem to find that sweet spot? And I think that this month is going to be about getting out of your mind and into your heart. So kind of connecting with that heart space more. So what do we have coming up for Cancer in the month of August 2021? What can Cancer look forward to in the month of August 2021? Ooh, trust. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of like, I feel like it's going to be, you'll have like a very sharp inner knowing. You'll have a very sharp intuition this month. I feel like you'll be really guided, and it'll be very clear to you, what steps you need to take next or where you need to go next. So I feel like your inner voice will be very strong this month. So you can listen to that and you can trust that. I also hear that there's going to be a strong connection with the divine this month. So you may find yourself often in prayer or meditation or, kind of some spiritual practices that will really help you to connect. I'm also seeing that maybe some of you are also just kind of throughout your day, you're making sure that the things that you're hearing and listening to, like on the computer or TV, are very like positive or kind of spiritually based, because I'm seeing that some of you are just wanting to connect to that space. Like you're trying to make sure that you stay in a peaceful space. So I'm seeing like there's a strong connection between you and the divine this month, which is really beautiful. There's going to be, that relationship will be strong. Okay, let's pick one more. What else can Cancer look forward to in the month of August 2021? Transformation. Yeah. Things changing. You may find that there's actually something that drastically changes this month. That there's some new developments in your relationships with other people, or you may make those like final decisions. Like if there's things that you've been kind of sitting on the fence about, that you end up making some big decisions this month. Like, yeah, or like where you're going to move to, or when you're going to move, or that kind of thing. Wow, I love this. This is your animal totem card. A rebirth is assured. And, you know, I always associate this bad spirit card with the hanged man because it's just what it looks, you know, it's hanging upside down. But, you know, it's kind of like letting go, but also the letting go also, I think, has something to do with trust. You know, I feel like it's hard to let go if we don't trust. So and you are trusting this month because that's in your hope card. That's in the thing that you can look forward to this month. So I think that being able to trust yourself and trust your spirit and have that connection to the divine will help you to kind of let go so this transformation can happen. There's a lot of transformative cards here too, of transformation and a rebirth. So I think that there's major, and also Tower, you know, the Tower card is a card of transformation. It's things breaking down so something new can be rebuilt. And then we also have some aces, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Fire. So we have some new beginnings here also that are coming in. So I think it's pretty clear that we have, you know, you're at kind of like this pit stop of change. Okay, what does Cancer need to know about relationships in the month of August 2021? What does Cancer need to know about relationships? I'm seeing that I think that some of you may find that you're really connecting with people that really help you to believe in yourself again. I'm seeing that there are people in your life, or you may meet someone in your life that comes into your life that helps you to feel more loved and helps you to feel like you are enough and worthy and you matter, which is so beautiful. I love that. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. I love that. It's so beautiful. Yeah. So maybe some of you for this month, you know, love is there, you know, there's a possibility for love. And I think that, and it kind of feels like there's that deeper love, you know, there's like this, it doesn't seem, it's not like casual or, you know, like a fling. It kind of feels like there's someone that understands you on a core level. And you can be yourself around them. And I think maybe that's why I was seeing in the beginning that there might be a lot of focus on people that you love, and you kind of just want to spend your time with those people, or maybe just that one person. You know, maybe some of you have found one person that, you know, you just want to spend the whole month with, and there we go. So I think that that's going to be very healing for you. So that you're going to be prioritizing the things that matter to you the most this month. And that's going to heal and help you balance and reset yourself. And it will help you to kind of set some of those worries to the side, because it does really feel like some of those worries might just be something in, like you're worried about it, but it's not something that's actually happening. Because I kind of feel like you have really good cards here in terms of abundance and money. You have good things coming in. And I think that you're taking those steps to kind of change that for yourself. And it's good because you're doing it for yourself. You're making that happen. So don't worry try not to worry too much about that, and try to find some time to rest and relax, because you really deserve it. Okay, Cancer, that is your reading for the month of August 2021, and I will see you next month for September. Bye, everyone.